So you're a pizza person, but you're married to a wing person, and your kids are salad people? You can't pick your fam, but with over 50 menu items to choose from, you can make them all happy. Order today and enjoy Boston Pizza at home.
Win big with Curling Alberta's 50-50. Please, play responsibly.
Relay triple? Yeah, it's unfortunate.
Good evening and welcome to the Boston Pizza Alberta Curling Tour Championship. I'm here with Bobby Sauter. It's Julia Gavin. You're watching live Brendan Bottcher throwing his, I believe, first stone in the first end. Hi, Bobby. How are you doing?
Thanks, Julia. Thanks, everyone, for joining us here. Sorry we're a little bit behind, but we've got lots of people working behind the scenes to get us up and running here in full swing.
Shots. Yeah. I got to play it. I'm a little higher, a little lower than.
We're just having a few technical difficulties in the booth. We don't have a visual on the ice.
It's a little wider than everything else has been, but I kind of want to see what it does out wider.
It looks like Karsten is throwing his last rock to an open house.
Curling hard.
They're sweeping pretty hard, Bobby. I think he has it.
Oh, it looks like it might be coming up just a bit light. No, it turned out just fine. Looks like Brendan's going to try to blank here.
So I wasn't soft with that.
No. Very nice. As it rolls out, looks like they have their blank end.
That was fun. Yeah, I am. There definitely are high 4-foot lines. Like you're seeing, you'll get initial movement, and then like those guards were getting caught up at the end.
Yeah. I think that's the reason you're on center line. It's straight if you're trying to cross it or go away from it. Like,
Imagine being able to stream every curling game from every sheet from any event, be it your Wednesday league game, bonspiel, or corporate event. Curling Stadium offers an all-inclusive streaming solution featuring high-quality cameras, ease of use, great reliability, and minimal installation. Offering your sponsors customizable ad space on your streamed curling games and being able to sell video packages to your corporate events for increased revenue. With Curling Stadium, you can stream to any device, be it your mobile phone, tablet, or computer. Push the feed to your desired platform, be it Facebook, YouTube, or any other social media. Curling Stadium is simply the way forward. Where it's commonplace in other sports to televise every game, we want to do the same. Curling is a global sport, and it's time it gets the coverage it needs. Make your curling club the next Curling Stadium.
Really nice, Caleb. 16-3.
Welcome back, everybody. Looks like we're going to get into it here in the second end. Karsten put up a center guard. And Karik is attempting the come around. Looks like a great shot.
We'll see what Karsten does here.
Line's good. Yep. Whoa. Yes, yes, yes. Hard. Hard.
It looks like they're working on it pretty hard to get by.
Sorry, I knew that was going to go at some point.
That'll leave them with 2 more or less corner guards. We'll see what Brennan does with that.
No. I knew it was going to go at some point. I just predicted when it was going to go wrong.
Folks, we can see the sheet. Thank you, Mike.
Thank you, Michael. We have eyes on the game. We are ready. We are happy to be joining you full out now.
You want to play hack through the hole?
That draw coming a little bit deep there, but I think that'll play.
These boys must have had a good lunch at Boston Pizza today. We'd like to thank our sponsors, Boston Pizza. Probably had a few too many cactus cuts and throwing a little heavy today.
Yes, there were many cactus cuts at the table.
We're happy to have Sheldon Hay from Boston Pizza, the owner of Boston Pizza Leduc, here with us. Well, he'll join us around the 4th end for a quick interview.
We're looking forward to talking to him and thanking him for all of his amazing support through the years for curling in Alberta. Oh, it looks like they've decided on a little bit less weight here for this shot.
Hard.
There's been quite a bit of curl in Leduc, so we'll see how he does through this court.
Chris, whoa,
Oh, it looks pretty good.
Sneaks by and makes it.
Very nice shot by Glenn. Brad will be left to navigate that same port. Are they going to pick the same turn? Looks like it.
Looks like it.
They do have the opportunity to make the roll behind the center with this one as well. Glenn rolled out just a little bit on his hit.
Not getting quite the same amount of curl as theirs did, though. Oh, squeezes by. Made pretty much the same shot there. They're just trading.
Just get it like that, Dad. Pretty good. Same weight.
And inching up in the rings for sure.
We'll see if Karsten tries the same roll behind this time.
Whoa. Chris. Gotta go, Chris.
Oh, Glenn must be a little bit wide on this one, sweeping it to curl a little.
Roll it as far as you
Hanging
can.
out there on him.
Hard. You got to get it past this
See
guy.
if he sticks around.
Okay, you're good. You're good.
So that'll leave Bottcher with the open house to draw to lie 3. Let's see where he decides
Like that
It's a good position.
Poking heavy. Great. And if he does make something
Opting to try the little tap in the house. What do you think about that, Bobby?
I like it. If they can Christmas tree them a little bit, it'll leave them in a really nice position.
They may be able to get that top one just behind the guard too, and they'll be sitting very nice. See what Mr. Thiessen has to do about that.
Brad's waving them off. It looks like he might be a little bit wide on this one.
It's quite tricky ice. They need to, if you're a little heavy or a little wide, oftentimes you'll hang out there. That was a great one.
That was certainly a great plan B.
I'm seeing like firm. Make that thing.
Coming just behind his top yellow to sit 3.
This will leave Chris with a fairly delicate double.
Whoa.
See if he gets it. He has to hit it, I think, just off nose. Oh, shoot. Just skimming by the back one there and only getting the front one. That'll leave Brandon sitting 2.
I missed the line call smidge on your first 2. You got a good one.
Looks like they're opting to draw top 4 around that center guard. See how Pat's draw weight is in the second end here.
Looks good out of his hand, Bobby.
Yeah, sweepers on and off. It must be a good sign.
Just rubbing on the guard.
It ends up in not the worst spot guarding their shot rock, but that definitely leaves Karsten an out for this end with a nice freeze here. Bottcher will be chasing.
Just seemed to have caught the curl within the forfeit lines there.
Yeah, I wonder if maybe there's a spot in the ice where if you're outside of it, it's going to hang, but once you get inside, you'll get some really nice curl.
Mm-hmm. They'll pick up on it quick, I'm sure.
Now. Off. Not bad. Close. Yep. Yes.
Sweepers hammering down now. See if they can't get some nice finish on this one. Just to freeze back on Bottcher's black rock.
Hell of a shot, Chris.
Looks pretty good. Oh, and it's perfect. What a great shot by
What a
Chris.
great shot.
Very nice, my friend.
Just a bit of a corner freeze. Didn't show very much. Great shot.
And Pat will have to follow that one down.
Here's hoping they have that path figured out.
Oh, Card thinks it might be a bit heavy.
Watching it closely, though.
Just a little bit heavy, and it doesn't pick up the curl it needs.
Just rubbing off and sitting behind. Leaving Sturmay sitting 1 after that shot.
Like, if I'm light, you will have a problem.
A really good opportunity now for Sturmay to come top 4 and put Bottcher in quite a bit of trouble here in the second end.
Yeah, good one here from Sturmay. Might leave Brendan
so comparable to the
pretty
last time.
tied up.
And that got to where? Ideally, you're like just above teeth. Like, I mean, 2 it isn't bad, but. Early.
All right, looks pretty good out of his hand.
Line's great. Line's great.
Sweeper is really having a go at this one.
Hard.
Might be just a hair light.
Hard. Hard. Hard.
Looks
Curl
great.
looks great. Great line.
Oh, and it's perfect. Just biting the top 4, I think, to lay 2.
It looks like 2 from here. It is close, though. Let's see what Brendan does to respond to that one. Looks like they might be calling a double. What do you think?
Yeah, I think they're playing the run back for sure.
You're ready to sweep the outside.
At the very least, just to open it up.
You're ready to sweep the outside yellow? Or maybe this one. It depends how deep it's at.
It would be pretty nice maybe to catch one of those in the house. Wow, he throws lots of weight, eh?
He really does. I actually have a funny story from mixed doubles last week.
Oh, goodness. Uh-oh. Looks like with the run, he'll spill one into the 12-foot, but leaving Sturmay's shot rock in the 4-foot. Not so bad, though. He is sitting second and third shot at the moment.
I mean, if you ever get enough tuck there, that's great.
Yeah, it looks like it. Unfortunately, to make that shot,
I just don't know if you're ever going to get a berry on this side.
The shot rock. Karsten now looking at drawing around the other side to lie 2.
They're 2-3. Like you stick out.
Potentially troublesome for Brendan Bottcher this end. We'll see how it goes.
One of his, but.
Might be looking at making quite a nice one on his last shot.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, no, fair point. Here. Hope you get a little curl.
I want to hear your mixed double story, Bobby. Let's tell us.
Okay, so Brendan was throwing a run back double of some sort, like you do in mixed doubles. I rarely time his peels because I just know he's going to throw them very, very fast.
They're quick.
So the run back came into the house to make the double, and the rocks struck each other, and it smelled like you had struck a match.
Oh, gosh.
Like, that is hard.
That is hard. That is a heavy rock. Wow. Yeah, he's probably, I think, one of the most clean, heavy weight throwing competitors I've seen.
It's a little big.
Looks like Karsten has decided to draw around the other side to try to lay 2.
Yes!
If made, this does leave Brendan in quite a conundrum. He does have
great.
He does have, though, his rock that he just threw that's guarding. He does have that for a run. That is an option.
Well, Karsten came just a little bit deep with that rock, so now Brendan has a choice to make. Is he going to make that same run back, or is he just going to follow Karsten down for his 1?
Yes, he did just see it, and sometimes it is nice just to make the quick draw and
It's a fair bit heavier.
make it for your run. It is a really tough double. I don't know that it's quite makeable.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, that run double might be there, but boy, that would be risky to play in the first end.
Risky and tricky, yeah. Looks like he's opting to play the draw. I agree. I think it's a good shot.
I like it.
Good call.
Yeah.
I'll be interested to see what kind of curl Brendan gets in the same spot that Karsten just threw.
It is a tricky path. Hey, we've seen that If you get a little bit outside or you're a little bit heavy, it's tricky. It doesn't quite get the same curl.
Yeah. Oh, sweepers are on off. It could be close here.
On and off. Do they get by the guard? Let's see.
Oh, Brad is leaning on that hard. Holy moly. Just a little bit light, maybe.
Oh, goodness. I think. Oh, he's there. Wow. I think he's got there for shot. Tricky. We'll see now. They may have to put a stick on it. Might measure it.
That was an exceptional sweep by the Brad and Karek.
Definitely. Some pretty good sweepers out there. Bobby and I would just like to thank Mr. Steve Young, President of Curling Alberta, and Dean Murawski from Leduc Curling Club for commentating earlier. They did a great job, and Bobby and I just hope to live up to them.
This is my debut. I've never done this before.
My debut for this event as well. It's been a long time. We're just happy to be spending with you guys.
It's pretty close.
This is pretty great action for the second end of the game. A measure already. I love it.
We'd like to thank Curling Zone and Curling Stadium for our setup. It's been pretty awesome to see some good streaming.
It is so wonderful for the fans and for the sport itself, and especially for the players to get their sponsors these kind of views over the weekends that would typically not be televised. It's just going to help the sport grow so much, and we're all very thankful.
Let's see how this measure goes. Is everybody curious? I'm curious to find out. Looks like it's yellow. Wow.
By that indication, it did look yellow.
We'll see if that's how it ends up, but it looks like Brendan took one.
And if that's the case, Brendan's going to owe Brad some cactus cuts from Boston Pizza after the game.
Quite the sweeping. He does need a good old thank you and some cactus cuts, maybe some Bandera bread. Teams this weekend competing for a total of 17,500.
So you're a pizza person, but you're married to a wing person, and your kids are salad people? You can't pick your fam, but with over 50 menu items to choose from, you can make them all happy. Order today and enjoy Boston Pizza at home.
Win big with Curling Alberta's 50-50. Please, play responsibly.
Boston Pizza gift cards and $500 cash.
We did try to get him to pay for supper at Boston Pizza tonight before we came, but we couldn't pull it off.
Oh, Brad.
Glenn making a great come around. Oh, that's a lie. Nice. Caleb making a great come around here with his first rock.
I'm not sure these rocks.
Kayla Skrillick, of course, was our female winner, winning the same amounts of the Hot Shots competition. It was a lot of fun on Thursday. We had our junior stars come out and some really great shot making.
That's such a fun element to the event. It's great that the juniors were out with the players. I'm sure some of them were pretty wide-eyed.
Yes, very starstruck.
Yeah.
with the likes of Brennan Bottcher and Kark Martin and Brad Thiessen. They were pretty stoked.
That's great. Oh, Kark just a hair heavy there, bouncing off. I'm surprised Karsten's coming this way again. I would have thought he would have come the other way to corner freeze that yellow, but he's going to come the same way that they just made.
I am curious with this amount of ice, what kind of curl they'll get.
Hard.
Looks like it's really moving, doesn't it?
Oh, there, now it's curling really nicely in.
Getting here hard.
Weight coming off. We'll see if he gets frozen. Just shy, but pretty good shot.
Yeah, it leaves it in a nice spot so that if the run back is made, it's a little bit harder to make the double.
Caleb's, his first one was 18-2.
Just want to say a quick thanks to all of our volunteers from Leduc Curling Club for this weekend.
No, the second one I caught.
We couldn't have done it without them, and we need some volunteers. Volunteers are great, Leduc.
So important for the sport in any organization. Julia, did you see what the final call was?
I believe this is just a short tap for Brad. I think he's just going to tap it to the forefoot. Does look like it's really curling on him, though. Oh, he sneaks by the guard.
Oh, that was very tricky. Nice shot by Brad.
It's hard to do
He's
again,
there. It's pretty good.
I would think so.
Then it carries over.
Looks like Karsten's just going to follow him down and freeze into the pocket of those two yellows.
Did Brad? That was a great shot by Brad, but it did leave a pocket for Karsten.
Line. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
Becoming quite the messy end here already, just on the fifth rock.
Yeah, every rock in play. It's going to be a good one.
Hard. 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 Right up hard.
It sure does swoop in there.
Once you get past the forefoot line, you're noticing a lot of curl,
Mm-hmm.
especially with the lighter weights. This will be a fun one. Look at this. Run. Bang, bang, bang.
Double, triple.
Double, triple. See what they can do and get rid of some stuff. Open it up a touch, eh?
Yeah.
Oh, he's flying out of the hack there. Oh, goodness. What a great shot by Brad.
That was an excellent shot. And leaves the center line guard, which is a bonus.
So at this point, we're sitting 2 shot for Brennan Bottcher, but Karsten does have rock kind of in the control zone up there. He does have some power with that red rock.
What?
Yeah, absolutely. It's in a great spot, and right now it really can't be removed.
A third to a corner.
So I'll be interested to see if he decides to leave it there for a bit. No, it looks like he's going to maybe try to...
I'm not sure if he's trying to maybe hit
half a rock, maybe?
We'll see how this plays out. Oh. Oh. Okay.
I don't think that worked out quite the way they were hoping.
Not a terrible play, though. Does get rid of one of the Bottcher stones. We'll see how Brendan does this, though. He has a chance to lay 3. Sorry, 2, that is.
Yeah, with that red rock hooked on the yellow, if Pat can make a nice come around here, it'll really negate that top red rock.
He may not keep the shooter, but the back one's gone, right? The big thing.
got the stopwatches on it, and they're not jumping, so we'll see if they maybe touch heavy.
It certainly hasn't picked up the curl yet.
Just a hair outside of that 4-foot line, and sometimes off, just not quite curling behind there. Great shot, though. Ends up in a pretty good spot for Pat.
Yeah, not exactly what they were hoping for, but still not a bad spot.
It's in the house. Although it does give Karsten a good opportunity for a freeze, and then it's a tricky rock to get rid of.
Feel it that way, it's not bad.
We saw lots of these shots today at the hit tap draw that went on this afternoon with 20 of Alberta's top juniors, where they throw 5 draws, 5 hits, and 5 taps. So the 6 to 13-year-olds were out today, and they did a great job. They really enjoyed themselves. I think the trophy was taller than all of them, so it was quite a lot of fun.
Off.
Oh, here we go with the shot. Let's see what they do.
Whoa.
Just peeling?
Peeling here, yeah.
Back to the hit, draw, tap. What an incredible incentive for the young curlers in the province to compete through the year, to get here, and then play on the same ice as some of the people that they would watch on TV. It's excellent.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun to incorporate the juniors this event this weekend. We had some juniors out at the Hot Shots competition on Thursday, and the teams were so great with the juniors, and I think the juniors, that was the highlight of their lives. Honestly, they had so much fun. And the hit, draw, tap today, the kids were so excited to win, and they were so excited to participate. And Shannon Clybrink, of course, who's an Olympian, was here, and she was organizing the event and giving out the medals. And the kids were pretty starstruck. Shannon's a pretty big deal, so the kids were pretty happy.
Oh, that's wonderful. Pat made a really nice shot there to get rid of that top red Sturmay stone. So Bottcher's now lying 3, but the good thing for Karsten with hammer is that it's wide open. There are no guards. So won't be a lot of danger for him to give up a steal this end.
That Bottcher stone at the back 4, Bobby, could that be problematic for them?
Easy. Line's good.
It could be, but it could also be a force.
Hard line.
We'll see if they get a good freeze here.
Whoa.
Yeah, if they make a good freeze and then it's followed by one more, it could end up in a force situation. Looks like Chris has a great one here. Oh, just coming up a little bit shy, but still in a nice spot.
Still in a nice spot. He's still right top 4, touching the button, and we'll see if Brennan can't pick this out. It is made a little trickier with the Bottcher stone at the back 12 there, but I think they can make it. It's definitely makeable.
Yeah, it looks like they're gonna try the other way, and I don't think they would be sad if they clip that back button rock on the way by.
Definitely. If they could even move that back yellow even to the 12-foot, that would save them a lot of trouble, I think, moving on to the end.
Double, right? So, I mean, you had to make a really good freeze, and you maybe bring 2 into play, or at least he does something for you.
Oh, they're working pretty hard on this one early.
Oh, what a nice shot by Brennan rolling out. I don't think he's sad about that.
No, I don't think there was any opportunity to save that shooter, and that was an excellent sweep by Karsten. Looks like Karsten's going to try that freeze one more time.
I do think this is the call for him, though. I don't know if there's a whole lot else. I think if he makes a great freeze here, it is tricky for Brennan to get there 1 or 2.
Yeah, if he makes this freeze really nicely, it'll be his best chance in this end to get his deuce. Any idea what the ice has been running this week, Julia? I I should have brought a stopwatch here.
I think when I was timing them today, it was about 13 and a half.
Room now, room.
But, you know, it's changed quite a bit, I think.
Mhm.
I've heard from a few teams that the ice has been consistent, but it has also changed from day to day.
Looks really close. Great shot by Karsten.
Just barely bumping.
Not bad. Not bad.
Looks to me like it'll go over that rock in the back 12-foot, but I can guarantee you this, Brendan will know that better than me.
It does appear that way.
Yeah.
I think that one in the back 12 is far enough back that if they hit this just off nose on the inside.
It's a tricky one.
Yeah, I think it'll go over top.
Yeah, we'll see what Brendan does here. If anybody's going to make it, it'll be him.
Because you're like, oh my God.
Oh, sweeping hard by Brad Thiessen. Let's see.
Shooter.
Oh, it takes out 2 of his own rocks and leaves Karsten the blank. I did not see that coming.
I did not see that coming. You know, they had 3. They were sitting fairly pretty. Not quite ending the way they had hoped, I don't think. I think Karsten will blank here, and that's getting out of the end pretty clear for him. I think he'll be happy with that outcome.
Blanking the third is always nice, so you have hammer going into the fourth.
Definitely. Blanking in the odd, or the even odd ends, is always not a bad thing. This, of course, being number 7, I believe.
Yeah, that's correct. In the 1-2 page playoff, the winner of this game is going to go on to the championship final. The loser will play the semifinal against the winner of the 3-4 game. That game is Aaron Sliczynski.
Imagine being able to stream every curling game from every sheet from any event, be it your Wednesday league game, bonspiel, or corporate event. Curling Stadium offers an all-inclusive streaming solution featuring high-quality cameras, ease of use, great reliability, and minimal installation. Offering your sponsors customizable ad space on your streamed curling games and being able to sell video packages to your corporate events for increased revenue. With Curling Stadium, you can stream to any device, be it your mobile phone, tablet, or computer. Push the feed to your desired platform, be it Facebook, YouTube, or any other social media. Curling Stadium is simply the way forward. Where it's commonplace in other sports to televise every game, we want to do the same. Curling is a global sport, and it's time it gets the coverage it needs. Make your curling club the next Curling Stadium.
We'll get you an update from that other game from Sliczynski and Molding as soon as we can.
Looks like that rock might have picked and ended up giving Sturmay a corner guard.
Tough to do much about that. It's just part of curling some days.
Yeah, it certainly is. But Bottcher will be working hard now to not give up a
Line's good.
deuce in this end.
Unfortunate for them.
Line's good. Chris. Hard Chris. Good shot.
Really nice corner guard put up there by Caleb.
Yeah, Bottcher now having a different end than I think he anticipated with 2 corner guards going up right away.
Absolutely, and it looks like the third one's coming right here as he's called for the center guard.
Brendan must have good knees with all the squatting he does. Gets low and he's got the best advantage point from there, doesn't he?
He certainly does.
Shot by Karsten.
Thank you, try for that. You take off, it's still pretty good.
So Brendan, of course, playing out of the Saville Center in Edmonton here, and Karsten, I believe, playing out of Leduc. I know he's grown up in Leduc. He was part of our junior program for a long time. I know I'm aging myself here, but I am a couple years older than Karsten. And I did coach him in juniors, not taking any credit, but he's a great young curler. And he's been really good for the game, especially in Leduc, to have the Sturmay family. They've got a couple curlers from that family. And yeah.
Excellent second shot by Caleb, coming around, half tucked around that corner guard. Half in the 12-foot, but definitely accessible for Brad to make a nice hit and roll here. Oh, it looks like Pat's working pretty hard to make it curl, and now looks very close. Excellent shot by Brad. Oh, rolling just a hair too far.
Yeah, quite a lively house that did really roll on him.
And you will get some curl here.
I think quite just fully open behind that guard. It looked like, but it was maybe going to stick around. But all smiles from Brad Thiessen, though. They're having fun. I do think this event has been quite a fun one for the Alberta Curlers. And happy to have Boston Pizza and the Leduc Co-op supporting us. And couldn't have been possible without them.
Whoa. Caleb.
Oh, it looks like they're trying to make this one curl a little bit. Oh.
Caleb.
Oh, and just to the nose.
Yeah, unfortunately, that does mean they are left fully open.
Like Caleb's first one, I was on the red. Like,
that'll leave Brad an opportunity to try to make the roll in behind his own corner guard there.
I do want to take a minute just to mention that there is a 50-50 taking place this weekend. Curling Alberta has partnered with Leduc Curling Club, so proceeds will go to support Leduc Curling Club and grassroots curling in Alberta. And there will be one draw on Sunday.
Excellent. Do we know what the pot is so far?
The last time I did check, it was around $2,300, which is pretty good. We're pretty happy.
Easy's the way.
That's excellent. Brad wasn't able to make that roll either. In fact, he rolled out just a hair, which is going to leave Glenn a little bit more room to try to make this roll in behind these guards.
Caleb.
Really trading shots there. I wonder how many rocks have sat in that exact spot this end.
Yeah, and they're trying to make this one curl now too. It must be just a little bit straighter out there.
Yeah, it does look like they found quite a tricky straight spot on that side of the ice.
Sorry about your first one. Caleb was trying to push it up the hill, and I thought he did pretty good at the job.
That'll have quite a bit more room to try to make this roll. I'll be interested to see if it's straight out here in the 12-foot as they were just finding it just inside of the 8-foot.
That was the yellow and looked like an idiot. Caleb's second.
Clean out of his hand. That's a good sign.
I wonder if out here they might get some curl. It doesn't seem to have the same tricky straightness. There we go. He does make the roll. Pretty nice.
Very nice roll in, almost right behind the center guard, which will force Karsten to run back that center guard.
Yeah, I do think he needs to make a play on the front. He doesn't have many options. the double on the back.
Excellent shot by Chris.
Although he does leave a guard up there. He did nose, so there's still 3 guards up there. Let's see if Brendan can take advantage of it.
The nice thing for Karsten, though, is if this come around is made nicely, he'll be running his own rock in with the opportunity to stick that behind some guards.
Definitely. We'll see if Pat can't make a good draw behind the guard here. They're on it. 2 of the best sweepers in the game, I have to say. Look at them go. Wow. Squeaking by that guard, Bobby.
Just an excellent shot. And now Chris will have the opportunity to duplicate the shot he just played, but would like to stick around this time.
Yeah, look at that ice, though. Hey, they're really not giving a ton of ice here, but I do think he'll throw a ton away. Yeah, he does.
Oh, he makes contact and just rolls into the open. We'll leave Brendan the opportunity to hit and roll. Likely trying to roll maybe underneath his yellow this time.
Yeah, maybe trying to utilize his own guard. Maybe trying to get rid of the opportunity for a run in the future by Karsten. We'll see what he does here. Brendan Bottcher's team going separate ways after this season, but gosh, do we ever like watching them curl together, don't we? It's quite an era for them.
It really has. It was, I know it was really agonizing for Brendan.
They've been a treat, and this will always be my team, Bottcher. We love watching them, and I'm so glad to have them at the event this weekend. I think they're doing a great job together, and they're such a treat to watch.
And a really nice shot just made by Brendan. Rolling not directly behind the red guard, so if there is a run back made, it'll have to be on an angle.
Making it tricky for Karsten here. That's what you can do. That's all you can do, right? Make it nice and tricky for him, but see if Karsten can't pull this out.
Yeah, I was trying to get the inside scoop before the game about the Sturmay team. We do know that Tristan has already announced that he is leaving the team,
Still middle of the rock.
but Glenn wouldn't give me the inside information I needed to let you guys know what was happening with the Sturmay team next season. So I guess we'll all just have to wait and see.
Well, isn't that quite a treat? I know there's been lots of announcements, but it's always fun to see kind of after the quads, after the 4-year cycle that ends at the Olympics. What happens during curling? It's quite a toss-up at the end of the year. It's nice and interesting. And
Oh, they're working hard on this one. It looks really close.
oh, let's see if they can stick around. Oh, rolling just a little far on the outside and leaving it open for Brendan.
But a really nice shot by Karsten. I'm not sure if Brendan can get the inside roll on this one or not. Those rocks look like they're edge to edge. He's taking quite a bit of ice, though, so he might be playing it down just a little bit to try to get a flip inside.
Just a touch less weight. Maybe we'll see from Brendan here.
Trying to get it to curl here now. Oh, it looks great. Just pushing that rock far enough and getting the perfect roll behind that corner guard.
Brendan's sitting fully buried here, making it really tricky for Karsten on his last one.
And leaving him with a couple of options. He can try that run back either for the one or for the blank, or he can try to draw for his one.
Yeah, we'll see what he opts to do. I wonder if maybe where those rocks are lined up on the side there, if it'll run straight or if he'll get some curl.
At the end once it crosses. Okay.
I didn't see an indication to what the call was, but with that broom, it looks to me like it would be the draw.
Yeah, we'll see here.
Oh, and he's taking a little. Maybe he's playing the run back for one with control weight.
Perhaps trying to roll out, don't you think? Maybe to blank this end?
Get to blank. I just would have thought that he would have played more weight if he was hoping to roll out. Oh no, he must be drawing.
Soft weight. Yeah, looks like from his delivery there that he is going to be drawing.
Sweeper's on it right away.
Do they get through the hole? Looks like it. Oh, goodness. Oh, boy. What a nice shot by Karsten. Really curling on him, though. Dying quite a bit.
Did they drag it far enough for shot? It looks like maybe, but boy, oh boy, that's close.
Yeah, might be another measure. We'll have to see here.
Excellent sweep by Caleb and Glenn on that one. Looks like they're going to go for the measuring stick here. Which is kind of perfect timing because we have Sheldon here from Boston Pizza to come and have a little chat with us for a few minutes. Welcome, Sheldon.
Hello, thanks for having me.
Well, thank you for everything that you do, not just for the event, but for curling in Alberta across the board. We know that you sponsor the men's provincials, which were held in Grand Prairie this past year. Did you make it up to those, Sheldon?
Yeah, my role with Boston Pizza allows me to spend the whole week up there. It was an awesome time. We were just glad that we actually got to have the event this year after being canceled last year. It was really fun. But at this event, we have fans here again now, and it's cool to see people out watching at this event.
Absolutely. Last night we were here for the A final. Was it the A final last night? And the place was packed. I had to come 2 hours early to get a table so that I could get a front row seat. And people were eyeing me up, wanting my spot, but I was able to hold them off.
It's been a great event for Leduc. It's packed here tonight, too. We're really enjoying having fans in the stands again, buying 50/50s. We're happy to have our supporters here from Boston Pizza tonight, too. Sheldon, I know you've been here quite a lot this weekend. What was your favorite part of this weekend so far?
Well, definitely my favorite part was watching the kids this afternoon.
Caleb.
What's it called again?
Hit, draw, tap.
Yeah, and the hit, draw, and tap. We had 3 different age groups that were here, and they had to qualify around the province to get here, and they were just so excited to be here. And they made a whole day of it. We got to serve them some Boston pizza this afternoon for lunch, and they were out all afternoon throwing rocks, and it was my biggest honor ever to put medals around the necks today.
That's excellent. So wonderful to see that even the sponsors of the big events are doing all they can to bring the juniors into the game and make them feel special and give them things to play for and things to look forward to. That's excellent.
Yeah, really happy to have you here, Sheldon. I know it was just so much fun this afternoon with the juniors, and I'm happy that we've been able to incorporate them in a couple different events this weekend. It's been a lot of fun. I know you obviously supported our event tremendously this weekend, and how do you think? Have you been to Boston Pizza this weekend? Has there been lots of teams there?
Yeah, it's been great. Boston Pizza's been full all weekend. Lots of fans down there, and yeah, I'll even say the teams have been there quite a bit, and there's been a little bit of celebrating after the games, and it's been a lot of fun.
Curlers celebrating after the games? I almost don't believe you, Sheldon.
Well, yeah, we'll just keep quiet about that.
Yeah. I know curlers do love Boston Pizza, and we love being able to go to the lounge there. So we're happy to have Boston Pizza as a sponsor for sure.
Yeah, this is our first year. This is the first year this event has been held, and just tried it out this year, and it seems to be a really good fit. So we're very excited to hopefully see it carry on past this year.
Yeah, absolutely. I know Brendan and the guys were really excited when they heard about it, and it's so nice to be able to play in a nice event that's close to home. And in a great curling club. The ice has been great. I know the curlers have really been enjoying it. Who started this event, Sheldon?
Well, I think Jill is the one who. I think it was Jill Jill and maybe Jason Ginter. I think are the ones that brainstormed this idea. Sorry if I'm missing credit to somebody out there, but they asked me to come down to the Curling Alberta office, and they thought that Boston Pizza would be a good fit for the Alberta tour, and right away I thought it would be a great idea, and went to my 64. I'm part of a Northern Alberta Boston Pizza group, and there's 64 stores in our group, and we went out and asked the group, and our group just absolutely loves sponsoring curling, and they were gung-ho, and yeah, we voted to do it. It was easy to vote to do it, and that's kind of how it happened.
Well, that's excellent. I really hope that this is going to continue on into the future. I think the curlers are really enjoying it, and I know as a fan it's been awesome.
We're definitely happy to see it, and happy that we've gotten some great teams out and some really good games.
And again, just so wonderful that we can stream a live game with a little bit of commentary, but also the other sheets as well. That's something that I feel like fans have been asking for a long time. They want to be able to see the non-feature sheets, and I'm one of those fans. I love it when my friends are on a sheet that isn't the feature, and we get to see what's going on and how the game is progressing. So it's wonderful that they've got all the technology and the Leduc Curling Club to do that now. And obviously a huge thanks to Curling Stadium.
Curling Stadium and Curling Zone and Jerry Gertz. Yeah, we've had lots of trouble. I mean, lots of help from them. Lots of trouble. I do think it takes a little bit of the burden off of some of the teams from having to stream their own games, right? Having all of the sheets being able to be streamed at the same time, and the commentary, being able to commentate. Bobby and I are having a great time.
It has been a lot of fun. Back to the game for just a second. It looks like Bottcher's got his two set up here pretty good right now. Spread out through the house with one center guard.
See if they can make a hit here and maybe either roll away and split the rings, or roll just behind their Karsten's guard there and be guarded.
And they haven't. Oh, they did put up the score. They did get that red rock there.
It does make it easier.
Looks like red won the measure.
More likely that you spread theirs open beside the sheet, right?
Well, we just want to say one more thank you to Sheldon for popping in to chat with us. And again, thanks for all your support for curling in Alberta. We couldn't do it without you, Sheldon.
Yeah, thanks for having me here today, and we'll see you down at Boston Pizza.
Sounds great.
Sheldon, thanks. We love being able to do little interviews for you guys. Sheldon is a great sport, and he's a great supporter of curling, and we really are thankful for him.
Whoa. Glenn. Really gotta go, Glenn. Hard, Glenn.
Looks like they're trying to carve this one a bit to stick in the rings. Oh, just a little flip outside. Give Bottcher an opportunity to nose it or maybe roll in just a hair.
Yeah, it's curious to see the ice out here. Just a little bit further out from the 4-foot lines. I'm curious if they get much curl here. They're tight. They're icing pretty tight, but we'll see. Tim's ice making, of course, doing the ice for us this weekend. Doing a fantastic job.
Nice sweep by Brad there to get the nose hit.
Yeah, good shot by Pat, not overthrowing it there. I think that's key on this ice. I think a little bit heavy and you won't get as much curl as you'd like.
Yeah, I agree. I think Karsten's trying to make the roll here on
Glenn.
shot.
Gotta go, Glenn. Really hard.
Caleb Borse of
Glenn.
Karsten Sturmay's team, actually the volunteer coordinator for this event.
Oh, excellent. Coordinating and playing. What a guy.
All-around guy. Helping with the hit draw tap today as well.
Oh, excellent. Looks like that one's out of the ring, so Bottcher's going to draw around here.
Giving him a bit of an out here, Karsten did. Now Brennan kind of has the opportunity to split the rings and sit two pretty far away from each other.
Absolutely. Oh, it looks really close here. Sweepers on off.
Nice shot by Pat.
Really nice shot. It's half buried, so Karsten's going to ignore that one and go to the open stone. Try to make a nice big roll to the center of the house.
Yeah, just come up touch at the end maybe.
I'm taking almost no ice for this shot.
Yeah, very little.
They've been out in the wings here a few times now, so they probably have a pretty good handle on what this is going to do.
Of course, but you do really have to trust it when you're giving that little advice. It's hard to anticipate or see that in your mind, not curling very much.
7-5.
Absolutely. The error here would typically be to get it right out there or to be just a little bit wide to safe side it. But I would anticipate Karsten to be very close here. Throwing a lot of weight on this one. Glenn having to sweep really hard to hold it. And he's definitely going to roll out. Looks like Brendan's going to try to replace it exactly where it was.
Yeah, I don't blame him. I think that's the call here. It's nice when you can split the rings and have no chance of doubles for Karsten Sturmay.
Yeah, absolutely. And even if they can get it all the way out into the 12th foot, making that roll behind the center guard will be extremely difficult. So a really nice opportunity here for the Bottcher team to get their two.
Quite a well-played end on their part, I believe. Just splitting the rings there and making it really difficult at first to Sturmay to send.
Yeah, and what would shape up to be the first deuce of the game.
So far, very tight game. We're happy to see it.
Oh, are they going to get it there? Oh, coming up just a little bit short.
Connor and Brad red in the face after that one. That was quite the scrub.
Yeah.
Just a touch short for Brendan. I wonder if maybe just that turn they haven't quite played on that path.
Yeah, I don't know if they would have played that side before in out. Looks like Karsten's going to play the run back as opposed to picking the rock in the house here.
Could leave him sitting 2 if he rolls in. It's tricky. I don't know if he gets the back one if he does get the roll.
Yeah, I would anticipate he's trying to hit the high side of that red rock.
Yeah, looking at it now, there is a fair bit of separation there. I don't think he can.
Oh, and makes the... Oh, I thought he was going to make that roll perfectly. Great shot by Karsten.
Great shot by Karsten. Just rolling a touch too far and leaving it open for Brendan.
Leaving Brendan the opportunity to blank the end now. Which the Bottcher team won't be disappointed about because that'll leave them with the hammer going into the 6th end.
I do think for Karsten that was a bit of a break when Brennan's draw came up a touch light there, so I don't think they're going to be super disappointed in the blank here. I think they're happy to get out of that one.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the blank it is.
Okay, let's use it.
Okay,
So you're a pizza person, but you're married to a wing person, and your kids are salad people? You can't pick your fam, but with over 50 menu items to choose from, you can make them all happy. Order today and enjoy Boston pizza at home.
Win big with Curling Alberta's 50-50. Please, play responsibly.
Long run now, red Corvette and my drop top down, calling up my digits in my Motorola, and I'm speeding like I robbed someone, falling and I'm a whip, yeah, out in Fairfax, going hard in the pit.
big scrub and just catching the curl there and crashing on the guard. Leaving 2 guards out front, Bobby, and now 2 corner guards. Not, I think, what Brendan was thinking.
Oh, Karsten being really aggressive and putting up another center line guard. I would have anticipated that he would have come around his own guard that's guarding the edge of the forefoot there. And that one a little bit light and not making it all the way to the center line. So lots of... No, it really didn't. And lots of opportunity now for the Bottcher team to
make something of this end.
Yeah, absolutely. And with the button being open too, it'll probably, at least at the moment, feel a little bit low risk.
Yes, definitely. Interesting scoreboard. With 3 blankets.
Yeah, I don't think I was anticipating the score being 1-1 in the 6th end here.
Especially because there has been rocks in play.
Absolutely.
They haven't been very open ends. But we're seeing here quite an interesting game.
Clark made a nice shot there. Maybe coming a half a rock too deep. Carr still electing to freeze to this one with Glenn's first.
It's that tricky path again coming down this way.
Yeah, it's kind of, is it going to catch the curl or isn't?
I think it's very weight dependent in this spot.
Oh, really nice shot by Glenn there.
Really nice weight, really nice shot. I think he threw it great for that spot. I don't know if you could have done too much better there. To see how Mr. Bottcher and Mr. Thiessen react to that one.
Looks like Brendan's gut is telling him to run the red one back, but also a really good call.
Just inching off that one and rolling away would be a nice shot, I think. If they get rid of that guard and roll in, that would be perfect.
Put a bit of pressure on the Sturmay team as well to sit 2 and 3 and your shot rock not being guarded.
Yeah. Brad throwing this one right down the center line.
Pat on it right away.
Really curling.
Looks like it might overcurl.
Yes, just hitting half a rock and kind of sitting just there, tapping that Karsten Sturmay rock to the back of the 12-foot there.
Yeah, I wonder if that one wasn't just underthrown a little bit, because I don't think they were hoping to leave that red one in the rings.
Yeah, I don't know if maybe that just grabbed some curl on them. I think they were trying to hit that just a touch thinner.
Yeah, but you go around the yellow with a better angle for him doing that. So that's why I think it's that. It's either that.
Another fairly aggressive call by Karsten to throw the guard.
Line's good. Early. Line's good.
This is in that tricky spot again, I think, Bobby. Staying out there for them now, Caleb. Really sweeping hard to get that to curl.
Good shot.
Oh, they might have gotten it far enough. There might be a port there, but boy, oh boy, that will be a tricky one.
Definitely. With that one coming just tight to the rings, I do think this makes that port very tricky. Especially having the yellow rock just a bit higher than that red one.
Kind of like an opposite stagger.
Yes. Not a bad shot from Karsten Sturmay's team. I think that sets them up pretty well.
He just needs to stick.
And then he said G3D with Bottcher. I'm going to be there. That's you for the people job. Yeah. That was right.
Brandon taking some time here to decide. It's a tricky shot.
Yeah, it looks like they're electing to play the run on their own Yellowstone here, which I like. It's an opportunity to get a good angle on that red stone in the forefoot and also opening up the button for Brendan's last shot.
Yes, giving them an easier opportunity for 2.
Very close here.
Oh,
just catching his right in the back.
Not a bad shot from Brad Thiessen. I think leaving those 2 rocks there wasn't ideal, but leaving the right side open for Karsten Sturmay, that there may be a jam on the back.
Absolutely. Yeah, that was kind of tricky good right there.
Mm-hmm.
Turn out. I think you gotta throw it like.
Might force Karsten into running his own red rock.
Like that.
Looks like the Molding Slaczynski game is just wrapped up, and Darren Molding taking the win there.
Oh, Karsten electing to play the pick on the rock. Maybe trying to get right to the nose.
Dangerous shot, but wow, did that ever pay off for them? They are sitting 3 now.
Leaving Bottcher to hit and roll behind double guards here.
Yes.
Definitely still an opportunity for the Bottcher team to score multiples this end. Looks like he's throwing nice controlled weight here. Karg working on it really hard.
Oh, looks like it just under curled a touch for them there and sitting out in the open now.
Yeah, it looks like it might have been a little bit overswept, maybe anticipating just a little bit more curl than they got. So Sturmay will have the opportunity to try to make that same roll that Pat just tried.
Tricky spots for those guys, though. They're really having a hard time getting the proper rolls that they're really wanting.
One. You're rolling too far.
This one, though, opting to roll to the outside wing.
Oh, and he lost his shooter there, leaving Pat an opportunity to draw behind those double guards.
Good price. Your first one, I know.
Really not taking a lot of ice. It must have a little bit of trouble maybe getting to the center line before they're...
That's the tricky spot I think we've seen all game, Bobby. I think in between the 4-foot line, so the lines being from the 4-foot to the other 4-foot, I do think once you get inside there, you'll get some curl. But if you're right on the 4-foot line, really straight.
Yeah, hanging a bit before you catch that curl. And not able to bury.
Yeah, not getting enough curl for them.
Yeah. Bump.
So now if Karsten makes a nose hit here, it's really going to clog up the center line and make it tough for Bottcher to roll anywhere to get shot.
Bump weight. Yeah. This is, we sweep it for curl, we might get a little bit, but otherwise we...
One thing that I really do love about the curling stadium is as the viewers, if you guys look up into the top right-hand corner, you'll see a header that says sponsors. And throughout the game, they're able to rotate through the actual team sponsors. And what an amazing thing, not only for the teams, but for the sponsors who put all their faith and their money into these teams. Nice to get them some exposure and some views online.
Yeah, really great opportunity for the teams to showcase their sponsors that are so important for them, as they do travel all over Canada and even the world in some cases, and they can't do it without them.
Yeah, absolutely. Karsten just couldn't get any curl there and rolled out. Looks like Bottcher might be changing gears here, going for the double and possibly another blank.
Wow. These men do love their blanks.
They really do. This is not mixed doubles.
We'll see if Brendan can't make the double. It is there. It's wide open. Quite a change of pace this end, though. I did think we might end up with a bit of some more rocks in play, but opting to go for the blank.
Yeah, with that rollout, definitely left Brendan with the choice.
Not a bad choice here, I don't think. For the Bottcher team, it's a good opportunity, and Karsten was sitting 2, so
looks great. Very nice shot.
Right on the nose and taking both those rocks out. Making it look pretty easy.
Yeah. Medium?
Yeah,
you can hold it here.
Now have to make a really nice roll to put some pressure on.
Just sliver more. Middle of the rock.
Definitely.
Yeah. Medium.
See if he can't tuck a piece behind that corner guard. That would be lovely.
Like if we leave it, like obviously we can push it.
Leduc, of course, hosting the Curling Alberta Rocks program this summer. The camp's been running for 25 years. I think I probably attended my first one at 13, which was a few years ago.
We don't need to say how long that was.
We won't. It's a 4-day summer camp here at Leduc Recreation Center. Camp's running this year, 2022, August 13th to 16th, and August 18th to 21.
Excellent.
Yes, they have highly qualified instructors. I know many curlers have coached there. I think probably some of the curlers we're watching today, and
I would put a lot of money on that.
Yes.
Looks like Karsten didn't quite make that roll, leaving Brendan the blank here.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll be interesting to see how Bottcher approaches the 7th end.
Definitely.
If I had to put money down, I would say he's going to ask Kark to put his first rock in the top 4 and try to go for one more blank.
Try to go for one more blank. Not a bad option.
This might be the most blanks this weekend.
Quite possibly, Bobby. We're on commercials.
Think 1 or 2?
It felt like this is the first commercial. I love it. We couldn't see them.
No, we couldn't see them.
So you're a pizza person, but you're married to a wing person, and your kids are salad people? You can't pick your fam, but with over 50 menu items to choose from, you can make them all happy. Order today and enjoy Boston pizza at home.
Win big with Curling Alberta's 50-50. Please, play responsibly.
Down for the long run now. Red Corvette and my drop top down. Calling up my digits in my Motorola, and I'm speeding like I robbed someone. Falling and I'm a whip, yeah. Out in Fairfax, going hard in the
Okay, heading into the 7th end.
Looks like Karsten's going to try pretty hard to force a score here. Caleb making an excellent shot on his first and coming just over the hog line, which will leave him lots of room to place his second guard tight to the rings and leave optimal space between them.
Just like you forecasted, Bobby, I think that's what they're going to do. Try to get another guard in there and get their staggered double guard and try to make a scoreless end.
Chris, if you can. Chris. Hard, Chris.
Yeah, I feel like the odds would say that going into the 8th end tied without the hammer wouldn't give you much of an opportunity to win the game. So I would anticipate that Karsten will be pretty aggressive here to try to either steal or force.
Wanting to keep the hammer.
That was so frustrating.
Wanting to flip the hammer.
Wanting to flip the hammer. Correct. Thank you, Bobby. Glad I have you.
Looks like Karek's making a really nice draw here to the top 4.
Pretty perfect draw weight from Karek Martin.
Absolutely. And leaving those rocks both open and not directly behind the guards, which is going to do 2 things. It's going to make it difficult for Karsten to get around his own guards, and it would leave the Bottcher team the opportunity to use those rocks if they came around the wide side and buried behind the double guards.
Just checking our streaming views here. Welcome to 101 of you. Bobby and I are happy to be commentating for you tonight. This is a great game. Bottcher, and if you're just joining us, it's Bottcher and Sturmay. Brendan Bottcher and Karsten Sturmay, that is. Lots of blank ends.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think Brendan's probably hoping for one more here. With that tap from Glenn, it's going to leave the Bottcher team sitting 2 and throwing, so they're definitely going to go up and peel that top guard.
Yeah, Brendan not liking the look of that really high guard, and I don't blame him. I think that was a really great rock for Karsten Sturmay, and I think we'll see him replace it here.
He'll be able to replace that rock for a few, and then he'll have to start maneuvering in the house.
Yes, yep. Hoping for a slight miss or an overroll or something from the Bottcher team to give him the opportunity to score a couple here.
Early. Off.
Looks like Glenn has a great one here just over the hog line. Really well managed by the sweepers. Does leave a bit of an angle on those guards, though. So Brad might be making a run at the double peel here.
The good news is you have double. Bad news is you don't stick
Oh, and just missing the back one.
Just missing the back one. I don't know. See how that goes for the rest there. I don't think they wanted to do that.
Karsten going to try to replace that guard. Probably hoping for a little bit less curl. They'd like to have those 2 guards lined up.
How many rocks do you think we'll see Karsten replace that guard for, Bobby?
This might be the last one.
Yeah, it might be the last one, and then you think we'll see him make a play on the back ones?
Yeah, he might have to make a move in the house after that. If not, he might force Bottcher to take 3.
Really curling.
Yes, tricky going there for sure.
Off.
This one might be a little bit heavier than they were hoping for. Oh, and an over curl. So it'll give Pat the opportunity to make this double peel now.
Yeah. It's not a terrible line had he been just a couple feet lighter.
Mm-hmm.
The women's game over on sheet 6, also a very close game. Looks like we're seeing Team Silvernagel and Crow. Silvernagel down 1, going into their 5th end, or just starting their 5th end. Nice close games tonight, Bobby.
Yeah, absolutely. And Pat making an excellent shot there, making contact with the red rock in the house and rearranging the yellow stones as well.
Yeah, leaving some different angles for Karsten Sturmay to maneuver around and to figure out. Calling his team down now just for an extra opinion.
Let's listen to what they have to say.
I don't think so. Like, that's, you have to get low in order to do that, and that's so hard. Like, if you're anywhere here. Yeah, he's going to have to crack at the double. Like, I mean, he could roll to there. He's going to have a crack at the double. So I'm thinking almost it's better to roll big. I don't know.
Quite the discussion between Karsten Sturmay and his team here.
Yeah, no, good point.
Yeah, I think Glenn likes the hit and roll.
So that's my other thought is that.
Michael Latteroot here, joining us from Curling Alberta. Championship coordinator extraordinaire.
The 2 right there.
Michael, do you have anything to say about the event?
The throw way the heck over there.
I think Boston Pizza's done a great job putting the helping us with the event, and they've been a great sponsor. Our athletes and all our volunteers have been fantastic. Dawn Gavin, our host committee chair, has been very helpful. She's been busy all night selling 50-50 tickets. I think we're up just over $2,900
wow.
on our online 50-50. So if you're looking for tickets, go to curlingalberta.com and you'll be able to buy tickets.
Thanks, Michael. We're really enjoying having you here this weekend.
Looks like Karsten's opting to play the short run. Probably trying to spread out his reds a little bit. Trying to make it curl to hold the shooter.
Oh.
And unable to.
Unable to, and rolling out there. Not what they were planning, not what they were hoping, I don't think, Bobby.
It definitely is going to give some control back to the Bottcher team, making a hit on this rock. If then Karsten can make the double, it's still going to leave Bottcher the blank, which in the end I think is probably what he would prefer.
This end almost different than the last couple ends we've had. We saw lots of rocks and multiple guards in the last couple ends, and this end very clean.
Yeah, definitely the first blank that's actually
warranted.
Well, and hoping for. I think the other ones kind of came out of necessity, whereas this one is more of a strategic blank.
Straight up strategic blank.
Yeah.
Yeah, very open, very few guards, lots of hits this end.
Bump?
Yeah, I mean, you throw easy if you want tight ice.
We can actually keep their scoop. I think we can actually keep their scoop.
Karsten doesn't want to give up the blank quite yet, so looks like he's going to try to play the hit and roll behind the yellow stone in the 8-foot.
I think we actually keep you guys in it with bump.
Karsten Sturmay here, getting ready to throw his first rock this end. If you're just joining us, it's a great game here tonight at the Leduc Curling Club. And
just 1-1 in the 7th end. Not at all what I was expecting for this game.
Low scoring, but lots of good ends. I mean, there's been good opportunities, and there just ends up being the blank.
Yeah, and excellent shots by both teams for sure.
Great shot making.
It doesn't look like this one's going to curl quite enough.
Right on that tricky spot again, I do think it just folds out a little straight on those.
Yeah, right on that 4-foot line again.
Too pokey.
Brendan giving himself very little ice, but I do think it's straight, so it's interesting.
Yeah, I think he's probably going to try for the nose hit here, and it'll again leave Sturmay an opportunity to decide whether or not he wants to hit and roll behind or play the double.
Look at how low they get in the house. Really getting a good vantage point to make sure that they're getting the proper angles. And that one sticking around for Brendan. I think he's happy to see that.
Yeah, that's a really nice roll, making any double attempt really tricky. Karsten looks like he's going to try to play the hit and roll in front of that yellow stone and try to make the deuce as tough as possible for Brendan.
Doing whatever he can this end just to keep it under control.
Easy.
Just our feature game and a couple ladies games tonight. We have Jessie Hunkin out there and Silvernagel and Kayla Skrillick. Some good games.
Looks like Karsten's throwing nice controlled weight, but looks a little bit wide.
Trying to get it over there. Oh, and rolling over top. My goodness. I think just hit it a little too thick.
Wow. Oh.
And here we go. What do we think is going to happen this end, Bobby?
No, he looks like he's going to draw for his 2.
He's going to draw for his 2. Good. We'll see if Brandon's got his draw weight. I don't know that he's really thrown a draw this game, has he?
You know, the last draw he threw, he came up a little bit shy of the rings.
Yes, in the second end, I believe, hey?
I think as long as he stays in the good stuff, it'll be fine. But if it catches the curl early, it'll be tough for the sweepers to drag it.
Although he does have a good couple sweepers in Brendan.
He does, and they're working hard, and Pat's coming out too.
Oh, my goodness. Hard, boys, hard. Oh, shoot.
And they don't get it there.
Sweeping really hard, but Brendan, I think, just catching that curl a little early and giving his sweepers a hard time there. That was difficult for Brendan.
Definitely giving the control of this game right back to Karsten.
So two.
Down for the long run now. Red Corvette and my drop top down. Calling up my digits in my Motorola, and I'm speeding like I robbed someone. Falling and I'm a whip, yeah. Out in fast, going hard in the pit.
Imagine being able to stream every curling game from every sheet from any event, be it your Wednesday league game, bonspiel, or corporate event. Curling Stadium offers an all-inclusive streaming solution featuring high-quality cameras, ease of use, great reliability, and minimal installation. Offering your sponsors customizable ad space on your streamed curling games and being able to sell video packages to your corporate events for increased revenue. With Curling Stadium, you can stream to any device, be it your mobile phone, tablet, or computer. Push the feed to your desired platform, be it Facebook, YouTube, or any other social media. Curling Stadium is simply the way forward. Where it's commonplace in other sports to televise every game, we want to do the same. Curling is a global sport, and it's time it gets the coverage it needs. Make your curling club the next Curling Stadium.
Putting up a nice tight centerline guard, and Karsten calling for the corner from Caleb.
Line. Glenn, get ready. Line's good, Glenn. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Distance, 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 distance.
Okay, so what do you think is Karsten Sturmay's game plan here, Bobby? He's down 1 in the last end. Does have hammer, though.
Yeah, I think early in the end, he's going to push pretty hard to set up his deuce. Probably about thirds first or thirds second. If getting in trouble, he'll have to bail and try to get his 1.
Yeah, opting for 1 for the tie, but I do think he pushes really hard these first few rocks. Get a bunch of guards in play and try to make it as easy as possible for him at the end.
Yeah, absolutely. But that shot by Karik is going to make it tricky. That was an excellent come around just to bite the top 4.
Very beautiful draw. Look at that. Almost completely buried, if not completely buried. Great shot by Karik. Can't ask for much better than that.
Yeah.
Difficult for Karsten now.
The out turn out of Caleb.
No, it looks like he's going to play the tick. Try to tick that centerline guard into the rings and roll his shooter behind his own corner.
Not a bad play, wanting to keep the stones in play for as long as he can.
Hard, 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 hard.
Glenn working really hard on this one. It looks very close.
Oh, and rolling off. Does he stick around here? Oh, goodness. How close was that? Sometimes you do get that nice little roll on the edges and it rolls back into the rings. Not so lucky for Karsten Sturmay tonight, but still opportunities.
That was definitely the way to miss that shot, though.
Definitely.
Had he hit more of that rock and the guard left the playing area, they would have had to replace it. So at least now that shot rock is wide open.
Yes, yep. Karsten Sturmay still options here. He's not down and out. He's only 1 down.
Yeah, and he does have a corner guard to work with.
Definitely. Pat and Karg sweeping very hard to get this one aligned properly with their back one there. Does he do it? Looks like it. That's pretty close.
Excellent sweep.
Either a take or gun or you lock a freeze.
Karsten may be deciding that rock is a little bit too far off the rings to play the tick and roll, so going to play the freeze around the center guard.
Early.
The winner of this game, of course, playing tomorrow, Sunday at 1 p.m.
Hard. Just go off hard. Stay on it. Hard.
Oh, and this one looks tight. I don't know if they're going to get this one around. No. I wonder if maybe the ice is coming down a bit because that was quite a bit light.
Quite a bit late. The loser of this game playing Darren Molding tomorrow at 9 a.m. The loser of that game tomorrow at 9 a.m. gets $3,000. That doesn't sound too bad, does it, Bobby?
No. Not a bad payday for a random Sunday.
Of course. The loser of course, the game between the winner of Brennan Bottcher and the winner of the game against Molding will be $4,500. It's pretty much money. Lots of smiles from the teams this weekend. I think they're enjoying it.
Yeah, I would say everybody's having a lot of fun for sure. Brendan throwing up the center line guard here.
Yep, great shot, great weight. Almost perfect line. Covers that hole.
Forcing Karsten into a double peel here.
Yeah, creating quite the angles for Karsten.
We go around the red. He locks the freeze on. We have no shot for two, and it's a gimme off the side. Oh, we got off the side. We have our guard. I'm saying he has off the side.
Looks like Glenn might like the double
If
a little bit better.
You crack this double right now.
That's definitely an all-in shot.
Take a look.
All or nothing, really. I'm wondering if they'll call the team down now. I think they need to have a chat about this one. I do think it's an important time for them.
Yeah, absolutely.
Have a good chat and make sure that you guys are on the right track for this end.
Yeah, worst case scenario, you want to be able to score your one. If you miss this double, you're going to be hard pressed to score that point to take it into an extra end.
Definitely. This end getting a little bit more complicated than I think they had hoped. Quite a few guards up there, and they need to maneuver around and get two.
Yeah, with Glenn coming up a little bit light and over curling on that last freeze attempt.
Making it extra tricky.
But you send that screaming in, and it's always going on to the one that you just put in here. Like all angles always come back.
Good discussion here from Team Sturmay.
Another shot, like outside the box, is it's a tap on the red. You try to get your shooter over. Okay, yeah. We need, if we're doing that, we need a miss. Because if we go here, they lock one on, like, we're pretty dead in the water. So if we're drawing, I think actually here is probably your best bet.
See what they decide.
Yeah, taking quite a long time to make a decision here.
Looks like they've come to a conclusion. I wonder if maybe this is a draw?
Yeah, it looks like the call was to come around the red guard. Maybe not quite frozen to the shot rock.
Line's good.
Here we go. We'll see here, Bobby, if he catches some curl or if he gets just outside, kind of stuck in that straight spot. It looks like it's pretty good. Sweepers are on and off. That's never a bad sign.
Yeah. I think they really thought this call through too. Definitely a setup shot.
Definitely a setup shot, and we'll see what Brennan does with it. That was made pretty much as good as I think they could have. I don't know that they could have got quite enough curl to tuck behind there.
Yeah, very pretty nicely. I think they might have just came a little deeper than they were hoping for. Brendan electing to freeze that shot now.
Yes, yeah. Pat, I think, having his weight pretty down pat by the end. You get me, Bobby. Pretty down pat.
I like it Julia. Sweepers are on and off this one as well. Not quite getting the same amount of curl that Glenn got, but really nice shot in the end.
That's okay. Do that and sit right there. It's not great. On that and plant it there.
Okay, getting down to the last few stones here. Over halfway down the end. It's getting quite complicated, Bobby. I like the looks of it.
It really is.
You think you can get to know?
Look at a few rocks in play. It's nice.
Yeah, Karsten's first indication was to maybe play the double off the wide Yellowstone, but I don't know if that's going to leave him very good angles in the 4-foot.
Yeah.
Making it very tricky. If he does, even if he makes it, I think he leaves himself in kind of a tricky spot. We'll see how it goes here.
Yeah, it looks like he's sticking with the call. Or is he calling back line and maybe a tap?
Yeah, we'll have to see what the weight play is here. The yellow stones, they're lining up in quite a difficult angle for their team. It's a difficult weight call, I think.
Yeah, it looks like about back line hack.
Brendan Bottcher's team
working on that one. Really hard to get by.
Really hard to get by. Oh, goodness. Good shot, I think.
Just over curling a little bit.
Yeah, leaving Team Sturmay sitting one stone, but behind quite a large coverage there. The angles are tricky now. Brendan Bottcher's team coming down to join him just to have a quick discussion. Let's see what they decide.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Yeah, quick chat in the 8th end, never a bad idea.
Go Glenn.
Yeah, you might have been right.
Yeah.
It looks like they're going to play the hit and roll into the pocket there. I would imagine they're throwing peel at this.
Okay. Here we go.
Excellent shot by Pat.
Look at that. Cozy up in the middle there. Just cozied up right into that hole. And
have enough to get low?
Sitting pretty nice for Brennan here. He has the control zone pretty under control.
Yeah, it's definitely locked up. It's going to take a few shots to open up that 4-foot.
Yeah. Like either
to give Karsten an opportunity to score more than one.
Yeah, making it very tricky on Team Karsten Sturmay now. We'll see
and
what
with
they do.
That yellow rock being wide open, Bottcher will have the opportunity to play a short angle raise to remove the shot stone.
Yeah, that is the benefit of having your rocks ahead of the others in that control zone, isn't it? It's just so much easier to have control of the end when your rocks are just slightly ahead in the house of the other team.
And they're on this one early. It looks like it's curling.
Really curling now. Look at that go. Hits it kind of right in the crotch there, right in the middle.
Nice shot by Chris Kennedy, taking away that shot I was just talking about with a short angle.
Definitely. tucking himself right behind that guard. Not a bad look. Making it a difficult decision for Brendan here, I think. Looks like maybe a short raise takeout.
Yeah, forcing Bottcher to play the other side of the sheet now.
Mm-hmm. Wondering here, Bobby, if he throws a ton of weight or not.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to see that if they make this run back, if they tick off their back yellow, so maybe they need to throw a touch more weight just to get rid of that red rock.
Mm-hmm. And the port doesn't seem very big, so I would imagine that they would be throwing peel weight here. There are a lot of times you'll see Brendan throw a run back with like a medium type of weight, but with this port being tight, I could see him choosing peel.
Peel, I think, is ideal. There's so many rocks in play and lots of options for him, really. He wouldn't mind just opening it up, I don't think, here.
Brad working really hard to get it by the top one, and it just overcurls. I don't know if Brendan got all the way out to the broom on that one.
Gotta start getting rid of some of those.
Yeah, making it difficult for him for sure. I don't think that was what he anticipated out of that shot.
No?
Karsten having an opportunity here.
Do you have any of it?
The good news for Team Bottcher is that those two yellow stones are in a good position.
Definitely. The angles are really tricky for Karsten.
You might, the issue is you might
that top four
get rid of one of these
rock that Karsten just pointed to, that one's in a good spot. It's going to be tough to remove.
I think it's peel because I don't think you're getting
tough to remove, and there's lots of rocks in there, especially given the fact that we've had 4 blank ends this game, Bobby. This is more ends than that, or more rocks in play than I think they'd ever want.
Yeah. And then the good news for the Sturmay team is they do have
I think the two might Jimmy
3
forward,
red rocks in the rings right now, and they are all behind cover.
What happened?
Yeah, those guards I could see maybe being problematic for Team Bottcher going forward.
Yeah, absolutely.
You not think there's a triple there? Really tough. It is. This might not squirt far enough.
Can you see the scores of the other games there, Julia?
But then
looks like the team Skrillex and the U of A team are wrapping up here.
Well, he replaces the guard. What's my shot for 2, though, is my question.
The other team being Team Sturmay, and it looks like Skrillex might have pulled out a win. So we'll see them tomorrow.
In the championship final.
In the championship final. And Kayla Skrillex, of course, having a great weekend with her Hot Shots win. Her team actually, Brittany Tran tying her score during the Hot Shots. Tying her score, but of course, Kayla did have a higher score in the first round, so she took home the prize. But I think Kayla might have treated her team here and there, and I think they did head over to BP's, and I think they had a great time. So probably eating cactus cuts and Bandera bread, everybody's favorite, right, Bobby?
Yeah.
You got to get a miss on the guard, and then
Leduc BP's, I think, of course, being a great host to our curling teams. Best Western. I think the teams were a lot of teams. I think using our host hotel at the Denim Inn and Suites, the Best Western Denim Inn and Suites here in Edmonton, and heading over to BP's for some suppers and some lunches. Really nice.
Yeah, absolutely. Looks like they've decided on a call here.
Oh, wow. Boy. Let's see how this goes. Giving really tight ice. What do you think, Bobby?
You know, there's not a lot of that red rock showing.
Yeah, pretty tricky. I do wonder how much Karsten can see from the hack.
Mm-hmm.
Although seems confident.
Yeah, it certainly looks like less than a quarter to me. sweepers are on it.
Sweepers are on and
Oh,
off
no.
right away. Goodness, I wonder.
Maybe catching it a little thinner than he was hoping.
Okay, so after that shot, leaving a Brandon Bottcher stone in the 4-foot, kind of surrounded. We'll see. Some discussion here, though, from the teams. Let's hear what they have to say.
Looks like Brendan indicated picking the back rock, which seems awfully risky. If you ever overcurled and took your own guard off, you would leave Karsten a wide open hit for the win.
Yeah, tricky call here, because if they did get the back one, it's perfect. But if they nick their top one, it's awfully close to their first one, and you don't want to get rid of that top 4 yellow stone.
I typically call a little bit more of a conservative game, and I think I would be opting to guard this in some fashion. Just trying to protect that yellow stone in the top 4 and making it really difficult for Sturmay to score his 2.
Tricky, though, to not want to call the shot for the win.
Mm-hmm.
Wondering here if maybe there's a tap on either of the stones that could set them up to be in a pretty good spot. I noticed Pat kind of noticing that rock on the left-hand side there. Looks like they're choosing to ignore it. Let's see how this shot goes. Brendan double-checking his choice halfway down the ice there.
It definitely looks dead buried to me, but
you call what the skip wants to throw, right?
That's right.
Their shot. You go with the old skipper because he's the one throwing it.
Yeah, I think maybe he's realizing he doesn't have as much as he thought.
Yes, looks like they're headed back to the other end.
Yeah.
Sometimes skipper has a little bit of a different choice to make. Whether he knows it, it's different from the house than the hack. And
yeah, that's so true.
Look at these boys now, having quite the discussion. Tricky shot, though. Karsten did do a good job this end at creating the angles.
Yeah, and really putting himself in a position to score more than one. Mm-hmm. Definitely drew Bottcher into more of a draw tap game than just hitting everything in sight.
Had Bottcher chasing a bit this end. Let's see. I don't know that they changed their choice, Bobby.
I'm not sure, but it's interesting. But taking less ice? I'm not really sure.
I'm not really sure. We'd have to hear their discussion, but
yeah, unfortunately we can't hear the mics on the players.
Oh, okay. Not electing to hit as though
guarding something.
Yeah. Does he catch the curl here, I wonder? Just crossing the center line, I think he will.
Oh, it looks like they're both trying to get it to curl a little bit. Working hard to get it over.
Oh, goodness. I don't know. Oh.
That center has caught Brendan 3 times now. He's missed the rings twice. And
that's your easiest shot.
Then hogged a rock. Wow.
I'm wondering, Bobby, if maybe that center line is a little flat.
Yeah, it definitely could be.
I think you all.
Now the good
having a good chuckle back there, though. Bugging old skipper, maybe he owes everybody a drink.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
The good news for Team Bottcher is there isn't a really easy shot for Karsten right now for his 2.
Is
I
it
would
an
say
in turn
he
or an
has
out
to
turn?
play
Like the
the
out turn's going to be
double
dead
tap
straight.
on the yellow-red in the 8-foot.
Still a
Well,
tough
it depends how much curl
decision
you
for
want in the shot,
Team
right?
Sturmay.
Like,
And they do have
the
to
out
get
turn's
that
gonna be
rock
dead straight.
almost to the button.
I think you need half.
If I was putting money
Yeah.
down, I'd say we're going to an extra end.
Yep, as it stands right now, Team Sturmay sitting 1. Bottcher a close second and some tough angles for Team Sturmay.
Oh, Mark. Yeah, you gotta go in.
Oh, he's going to go down and reevaluate here. Maybe he saw something else from the hack.
Different from the hack than the house, right, Bobby?
That's right.
2 sheets remaining here tonight. 1 male, 1 female, and definitely some good games.
Yeah, Team Silvernagel against Team Crow in the 3-4 game on the women's side. The last time we checked that score, it was very close.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, nose is perfect, I think. Smooth.
Team Crow up 1 without.
Looks like Team Crow up 1 without Hammer. So a tough game for them as well, but also a very close game.
Looks like they've changed their call on our sheet.
Yeah, it does look like Karsten, after reevaluating, has really changed his ideas in this end. See if he can't make this through the port here.
Oh, maybe the same shot, just with the other turn.
Whoa.
Yeah, I think just a tap here is what they're hoping for.
And I think he might have gotten caught in the same kind of
Tricky
spot as Bottcher. Coming across that center line, it's getting very slow.
Very slow.
So, as predicted, we're going to get some extra action here and go into an extra end.
1 more end. Getting our money's worth.
Yeah.
Big smiles from everybody, though, as we head to an extra.
So you're a pizza person, but you're married to a wing person, and your kids are salad people? You can't pick your fam, but with over 50 menu items to choose from, you can make them all happy. Order today and enjoy Boston pizza at home.
Win big with Curling Alberta's 50-50. Please, play responsibly.
Not today. Good shot.
And we're back in extra ends here. Sturmay against Bottcher as Brendan puts up the score very nicely for us. Tied after 8.
Line's good. Get it halfway.
I think we'll see a couple guards this end.
One. shot.
Okay, so Bobby, we have a corner guard that's gone up and a center guard that's gone up.
Did Karik make the tick on his first?
He did, it looks like, and he just stuck around.
I would think he'd be really close on his second one as well. It really does it makes the steal extremely difficult when the ticks are made by the lead.
Definitely.
I was like, what?
Not a lot of ice taken. Wow.
Wow, very little ice. And considering this is right in the middle there, I think this is kind of our trouble spot tonight. Just getting a little flat in the middle.
Yeah, definitely slowing down quite a bit. Sweeper's working hard on this one.
Oh,
maybe just not enough ice.
That's okay. I mean,
so close.
Shoot. Getting a little flat. Although we do have some pretty strong sweepers this game. I mean, from both teams, really doing a good job sweeping this end. And a ninth end, sometimes the sheet just seems to flatten out a touch.
Yeah, it's kind of all the ice makers can do when you've got sweepers this strong.
Yes.
Sweeping on it the whole game.
So much pressure from those boys on the brooms and wearing down the pebble a touch.
Yeah. And with Team Sturmay's guard being kind of halfway, they're electing to go into the house now. Typically, you would want to throw one more guard, but with their current guard being halfway, there's really not a good place to put it out front where you're not leaving a double peel. Glenn making that come around really nicely, and then Brendan going up to peel that center line guard.
Yeah, a quick, easy call from Brendan. I think he's really trying to keep his end open here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Brad throwing peel weight. Makes the peel and rolls out.
Yeah, when the ice is starting to break down at the end of the game, you're always at an advantage if you're the one throwing hits as opposed to draws.
Definitely. You want to be the one throwing peel weight, and you want to be the one having control over the weight, really. Like, drawing, difficult at this point in the game.
Yeah, can get really tricky.
Easy. Enough to finish. Finish when you can. Off. You're coming in the house. Off.
Okay.
Oh, this one not quite curling enough.
Although, great weight. Good effort there.
Yeah, maybe coming a little bit deep. Leaving Brad the opportunity to not only hit that top rock, but also remove the shot stone from the button.
Yeah, I think that one just is biting the top there, giving them that opportunity. Some heavy weight here from Brad, I think.
Oh, and Pat on it early. Might just be a hair snug.
Oh, boy. Missing that back one in the house and leaving a little bit of an opportunity here for Sturmay.
Yeah, not only missing the double, but leaving his shooter out front is really not ideal.
Split in
Brad
center.
won't be happy with that result.
No, definitely ideally there. He wanted to roll
away
away from the center line and not leaving a guard, especially with that red rock in the house. Although throwing these draws now for Team Sturmay, difficult.
Whenever you can.
Yeah, I think Glenn just maybe got caught in the good stuff for a little while.
How much?
Not hitting that flatter center, and it looks like Chris might be in the same track.
Getting a bit of a finish here, but not what they were hoping for. Not quite enough curl there.
This is not what I was expecting I would have thought Brendan was going to play the double peel on those two. But it looks like he's electing to play the hit on the shot rock.
Feeling comfortable, I guess, where those guards are. And I think maybe with the hits here, I think he's hoping just to sit there. Be top 4.
Yeah, maybe gambling a little bit that draws are just really tricky right now.
Yeah, I guess having a good understanding of the ice and making his shot decisions here.
Pat throwing this one really well.
Really nice. Getting a bit of curl at the end even.
Just great weight.
And Karg just leaving that one at the end of it.
Doesn't even remove the rock.
Yeah.
Just hop it back. It's pretty good.
The same path.
It's pretty dead.
Same path, definitely.
I think throw it.
There's more rocks in play, I think, that Team Bottcher would have liked.
And the advantage for Sturmay here is that he would have just seen Pat's rock come down this path. So they should have a good idea of what it's going to do here.
Look at the ice they're giving Bobby. Not very much, hey?
Well, I think they're just playing like a back line.
Okay, so maybe a
Oh,
touch.
Glenn on it right away. Chris maybe throwing that one just a little bit tight. They're holding it really well right now, though.
Yeah, getting there perfectly, I think.
Yeah, excellent sweep there.
Excellent sweep. Not very much curl they're getting. And
that one does flop open, though, so making this shot just a little bit easier for Pat on his second attempt.
Flops open, Bobby, but it does leave the rock in the back of the 12-foot there. Does that cause any problems for Brendan, do you think?
I don't think for Brendan, no, probably more for Karsten.
Yeah.
Just because if Brendan has the opportunity to play a peel, he's got a rock in the back that's shot.
Yes, definitely.
It didn't quite finish the way Pat was hoping, and now they don't know who shot at the back, which could make a difference a little bit later on in the end. And also giving Karsten the opportunity to try to make that roll, although that roll's been elusive.
Very elusive. I don't know that they've really been able to get quite on the inside of that rock.
Pardon? I'm okay with that.
Although it does, it is tempting. It is there.
Can hold it here.
Okay. Karsten Sturmay definitely looking at trying to get that one buried, I think.
Yeah, and really tightening up the ice here. I wonder if he's throwing a little bit more weight on this one or if he's still sticking with back line.
Yeah, I wonder if he is a touch scared of those back ones. And it being so straight in this line, I do wonder if maybe he's going to throw a touch extra weight in case it sticks out and catches one of those back ones. We'll see if he can't get some curl here.
He's not throwing a lot of weight.
Yeah, not tons. Hoping to stick around, I think, is the idea.
Sweep it to curl.
Oh, he does get a touch of roll. I don't know that we've seen that much roll, so he did get a bit more than what we've seen earlier in set.
Yeah, he definitely gets a corner of that rock under cover.
Not bad.
Making this choice a touch harder for Brendan. Although I do think he still tries to hit it.
Well, it depends on our shooter rolls, right?
Yeah, if he can roll to the outside and behind his yellow corner guard, that's going to force that's going to force Karsten to try to make a tricky draw around those double guards.
And as we know, those draws are tricky. Not throwing a ton of weight here.
No, but I definitely think the sweepers can hold it in this spot.
calling his sweepers off now.
Brad trying to carve it. Looks
getting a bit of curl there. Looks pretty good.
Really nice shot. Perfectly buried behind that corner.
Great shot by Brendan.
Yeah.
Really leaving Karsten no choice but to play the wide draw around those.
You like a look at that?
Double centers. But really, the way the first few rocks of this end played out, I would be thankful if I was Karsten Sturmay that he has double guards to draw around.
Definitely, I think they haven't done a terrible job this end of trying to really push hard and get there too. You'll get two. Great extra end strategy here by both teams.
Yeah, absolutely. And on some tricky ice conditions.
Definitely. Really trying to make both of them do the best. Really trying to make the best out of it for both of them.
I think you're a little big.
Not taking a ton of ice for this draw.
No.
I would say that he's outside of the heavy path, though, so this should run nicely.
Starting to curl now. Do they get it in there?
Really nicely.
Really good sweep by their sweepers there. And what a great throw by Karsten Sturmay, tucking most of his rock there behind the guards.
Yeah, I think he gets that rock buried. I'm not sure Bottcher's going to have much of a choice here but to follow him down. Unfortunately, Karsten, that one did slip just behind the tee line, so it will leave Bottcher a little bit of room.
A little bit of room.
Looks to me like he might be playing this run back.
Oh, goodness. You know, it's hard, though. I don't know that I disagree with the ice being the way it is. Throwing a bunch of weight, you may have a bit more control over your shot.
I really hope that comes back.
And he doesn't have to stick the run back rock because he does have his shooter just over in the 8 foot.
That wasn't the pokiest out I've ever given you, but it was spinny. And I was like,
Sweepers on and off, getting a little bit of curl here.
Oh my goodness!
Great shot.
What a wonderful shot.
good game.
Oh, and handshakes it is.
What a great way to end this game. Such a tight game, having to make a double run back for the win.
Great shots by both teams. It's been such a pleasure watching them.
Absolutely.
Going to an extra end is always a treat, and I'm happy to have done it with you, Bobby. Thank you so much for joining me tonight.
Thank you so much for having me. This was so much fun.
Alrighty, well, we'll see you guys tomorrow on the live streams. Visit Curling Alberta's website or Curling Zone's website for the live stream.
Imagine being able to stream every curling game from every sheet from any event, be it your Wednesday league game, bonspiel, or corporate event. Curling Stadium offers an all-inclusive streaming solution featuring high-quality cameras, ease of use, great reliability, and minimal installation. Offering your sponsors customizable ad space on your streamed curling games and being able to sell video packages to your corporate events for increased revenue. With Curling Stadium, you can stream to any device, be it your mobile phone, tablet, or computer. Push the feed to your desired platform, be it Facebook, YouTube, or any other social media. Curling Stadium is simply the way forward. Where it's commonplace in other sports to televise every game, we want to do the same. Curling is a global sport, and it's time it gets the coverage it needs. Make your curling club the next Curling Stadium.